go ahead and get you into the garage. And I think I'm going to take both trucks with me, just in case. Seems like a prudent move. Yeah, stuck in the mountains is still... Okay, I'm going to get oil tank delivery. But the lost... Oh, I did not... Oh, yeah, okay, the lost oil tank. I do have that mission. I just have not discovered the lost oil tank. So that's what it is. Oil tank delivery. So I have not... Oh, yes, I did. I did discover this tanker. I just didn't go over and get the upgrade yet. I should drove right by it and forgot about it. So, refresh my memory, who do I have with me? We have better... Oh. I didn't open it this way. How much money do I have? Not near enough. And I'm halfway on my points. So... It's going to get tricky. Because it means I'm going to have to sell upgrades in order to get the stuff I need to do the first couple of missions, or the first couple of tasks. But I need to get these upgrades first. Those rules are, I have to open up the Watchtowers and get all of the upgrades that I can remember where they are, or that it shows me on the map before I can start doing the tasks. Come on, Chevy, give me a push. Ah, I forgot. Did I put Chevy in four-wheel drive or not? Watched the video somebody was talking about. Oh, you love that truck? I actually just used the international cab over and ran a couple of deliveries with it. I think I went out to Drummond Island. Oh, crap. I forgot about this. Dang nabbit. Gotta go around. Should we turn around here? Yeah, I have not done that task yet. Four-wheel drive would be nice. So I was planning on using a Chevy to go get upgrades, but now I can't. Actually, I still could. Because I forgot that I can't get through there to get up to the next upgrade. I've got to go here. You push. There you go. Get winch tight. I think I can slide under here. And I'm going to have to winch them individually through here once I get to the other side. So the TranStar actually did pretty good. The problem with the TranStar versus the CLT 9000 is that the TranStar is much lighter. So I used it over on Drummond Island, and I used the ramped flatbed to pull the container from the ship. And coming down the mountain, on Smithville Dam. I had to go fairly slow because the trailer was just pushing that truck all over the place. Every time I got to a curve, it tried to push the truck over the hill, where it just it did not have the weight for that. But it had plenty of power. So I think if I'd have put a semi-trailer on it, it would have been easier, but at the time what I had was a ramp flatbed over there. So I wanted to try it with that. But yeah, I won't pull a ramp flatbed with that truck again. I will, however, do a semi-trailer. But yeah, not too bad. I mean, it ran pretty good. So it is a truck that I would use again, as long as I remember its limitations. I don't think it would get me into too much trouble. There's my upgrade. Sharp rocks. And snorkel, I gotta keep remembering that. Oh, I didn't even look what that was. I think that was a race suspension for the, maybe for the Hummer. Alright, let's hook up to my gas tank. I don't think there are any scout fuel carriers on this map that I can get. On the next map there's one, and I don't have the money to buy one. But hopefully that will change as soon as I get these other 2 upgrades, because then I can do a task. Start earning a little bit of money before I go to Russia. Probably only be able to get 1 task in, but 1 is better than none. And pick that one up. What you doing? Oh no, you had a bigger tree. I think the first task that I do is one that pays pretty good. But the real excitement comes when I get over to Russia, because getting the Watchtowers and the upgrades will not put me over my driver points to make me jump. I will be able to do 3 tasks, and the 3rd task I do is for the Taiga. I should have the Taiga before I leave Russia, which is huge in this mode. Can't remember, but I don't think there are any upgrades for the Taiga on the first map of Russia. Here's going to cause me some problems. But with 2 trucks, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Because the scout should be helping me get through here. Yeah, until we get to there. Should have reeled that winch in a little closer. Yeah, Transtar's not a bad truck, especially in early game, if you keep it on the road. Keep it to where the mud's not deep. It'll do a good job for you, and it'll do a good job over here. I think one of the reasons why I never really liked it is because it's got that tiny little cab on it. Winch in a little bit. But it will come in handy in this mode. Because there's not a, well, I don't know about Wisconsin yet, but there's not a lot of trucks that I can get that are free until I get to the second maps. And when I say free, I mean that I don't have to do missions in order to get them. I just find them and they're mine. Now we can get some power down. Come on, Scout, give me a shove. So I watched a video somebody was doing, I forget who it was, I meant to write it down, totally slipped my mind. I was doing other things at the time. They were talking about noobs versus pros in this game. And one of the things they say that a noob will do is leave trucks in four-wheel drive when they're being towed, and a pro will put them in two-wheel drive. And I agree with that to a certain extent. Sometimes you need that second truck in all-wheel drive to help push you. But right now, I don't need to push. So we're going to go into two-wheel drive. Save a little bit in gas. Space. Yep, two-wheel drive definitely for fuel saving. But most of these maps, especially in this mode, you're going to need that extra pushing power here without putting the motor. And I can. And something else to remember, the truck being towed, whether it's two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, will use less fuel than it would if it just drove to a certain location. So like the Scout here is using hardly any fuel, even if it isn't four-wheel drive. Trying to get a little extra traction. And I'm going a little too far. Maybe I'll just stay straight. So, where is this? It's behind here. Yep, should be up there. That's where my next upgrade is. And 10 gallons of gas, so I should be able to make up that. Shut you down. And I got that one. So, was it this one? Yes. Way up there. And I'm going over here to go up. Maybe I better get fuel. I forgot I'm gonna have to winch a lot. She's gonna have to cough. I wanted to use this truck because it's much more stable than the Scout. And there's tricky areas like here. The truck will be leaning. So, big engine for the Hummer. Doesn't do me a lot of good. The next upgrade isn't going to do me any good either, I know it. but it is an upgrade. Yeah, I was watching a lot of stuff here talking about, noobs do this, pros do that. Yeah, but sometimes it's fun to do the noob way. And let's face it, if you don't have fun playing this game, there's no sense in playing it. Neutral is definitely the wrong gear to pick. Here's where you have an issue sometimes. Pull on the vehicle backwards. Sometimes that vehicle will not go into reverse. It will stay in forward gears. Which will cause you issues. Spin around. And I'm going to leave it in four-wheel drive on purpose because I'm going to need a little extra pushing. I'm pretty sure. I wish you could get the extra fuel, be able to carry extra fuel on the Chevy a lot sooner. Because by the time you can put the fuel racks on it, you really don't use it that much anymore. Or at least I don't. I believe in the hardcore playthrough that I did, I really never used the Chevy much after Alaska here. And I don't even think I used it much in Alaska. Everything there. I believe I have all the tasks now. Yeah, I think I got that task for the trailer. It's up there when I opened up the Watchtower. There's the big water crossing. Cross that, and I believe I make a right. There's water. We have an area where they're doing construction about 1.5 miles from my house. And it's a narrow 2-lane road, but it's a very well-traveled road. It's a main road coming through there, even though it's just 2 lanes. And where they're doing the construction, and we've had this problem for years. Every time it rains, it floods in that area. And it usually floods one side of the road pretty good. We had some rain a few weeks ago, and I was actually coming home, so I was on the side of the road that doesn't get much water because it's slanted pretty good. And some moron came up to it and just whipped over into my lane, and I had to lock up the brakes. And the truck skidded, and I had to turn it really hard to the shoulder to avoid hitting the idiot. And he just acted like it was nothing. He was mad at me for getting in his way by driving in my lane. Let's refuel this. Whoa, what happened? Hello? Oh, lost my green button. Oh, wait a minute, wrong track. That's right. This might not be good, but we're still moving, so. So I got some of my neighbors are chomping at the bit. They're wanting the old Chevy, the S10 that I've got. Now that I got the Jeep fixed, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. And let's see who gives me my asking price for it. Which I'm not one of those people. I know that it's an old, beat up Chevy S10 pickup, and I'm gonna price it that way, but I'm not gonna give it away. And I'm not gonna price it like it's a show truck. Figured good price for it would be about $1,200. Up until last week, I drove it every day for work. Now I'm driving my wife's truck. I get the running boards, and she's gonna take it away from me. She can't get into it. Hummer. Good. Come in, look here. Took the truck to get it inspected. I don't know about other states, but in West Virginia you have to have a safety inspection every year. And it's not bad. They just check to make sure that your wheels aren't falling off, you don't have too much rust on it, and all your lights work, your horn works, your brakes work. Just like a safety, just to make sure that it's safe for the road. But the guy that did the inspection, I've went there for many years, and matter of fact, he has inspected the truck probably the last 5 years. So this year he told me that he really should not be passing the truck because I only have one light on the bumper that illuminates the tags in the back. And he said that I really need to get that fixed, which he's told me that for the last couple of years. And I went back there to look at it, and I was like, damn, you mean somebody's going to steal that out of my truck tomorrow night? And he looked at me, started laughing. He said, yeah, that's what you tell somebody if you get pulled over. In my state, the inspection stickers, they have to write down what place inspected it. And if you get pulled over and you're driving a piece of junk that's falling apart, wheels flopping on it and lights out, and you just got it inspected, and they are going to send some undercover people out to that place to see, you know, if they will pass stuff they shouldn't, and then pull their license away from them. Which I think is kind of ridiculous. It's just a way for the state to make some extra money. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not ridiculous, because I have seen some beaters out on the road that should not be on the road, running bald tires. Half the lights don't work on them. Cracked windshields. So I see the point. But it's almost just as cheap to go out and buy a bootleg sticker. Which I don't like doing that. I did do it one year though. Had a small crack in my windshield, and it was way over on the passenger side. Most of the time I didn't even remember I had the crack there, and they wouldn't inspect it because it actually touched the rubber seal going around the windshield. So I bought me a bootleg sticker. Cost me twice as much, but then again, I didn't have to replace the windshield. Where I live, cracked windshields are commonplace because of the coal trucks. And most of them have little signs on the back that say they are not responsible for debris that falls off the truck. Losing rocks off the back of your truck and it cracks my windshield and I can catch you, you are going to be responsible. That's why I have a dash cam. So that I have proof. Alright, so I believe I have gotten all the upgrades. So what is, well, all the ones I can remember. I'm sure I missed one or two. Task giver. Can't go to waste. So what is that one? Can't go to waste. Deliver the lodestar. Well, I've got it almost there anyway. Let's go ahead and start that task. And then what will be my next one? Stonefall. So that's back out this way. So that's going to be, well, that's not going to be a bad one. And then Stuck in the Mountains. Okay. So I've got 2 for the Scouts, and I have 1 for what's the easiest way back? Probably jump across here. Well, actually, easiest way back is probably this way. But I've got a lot of snow to get through, so I don't want to do that. So probably go back the way you came. And since I can't recover, there we go. Actually, I think the easiest way would be to go down here and make the right, and go over by the drilling platform, because that'll take me right to the stuck truck. Drop the Chevy off to take care of that, and then take the International Scout excuse me, on up and take care of the Lodestar. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Start earning a little bit of money, but I think I'm only going to get 2 missions in before I jump to level 3 and have to move to Russia. There you go, push it. That's why you leave them in 4-wheel drive when you're towing them sometimes. Alright, I do have a trailer up here, but I cannot pull these trucks. It's too much. Right there it is. And I don't think I've got that mission, so okay. Ooh, I don't know if I can. Water's not too deep. Let's say as I sink up past my bumpers. Oh, I did get this one. Yep. And I can see if I can tow it. Are going with the flow of the water. Maybe that'll help. Since I'm here, just get it out a little bit. couldn't deliver it anyway because it needs to be hooked up, I think. Sometimes the game is weird. Sometimes it'll let you winch a trailer in and it'll give you credit for it, and sometimes it won't. But I'm on here. And the International Scout 800. Watch out for that pole. And when I brought the BM-17 over through here, I picked up all these. That one, and you can come back there, I think. That way is a delivery area. I better go back down low. I don't want to dig in here. Plenty of trees that'll just take extra time. And I don't have far to go before I start getting traction. Right about there. And then I'll lose it again. So the truck I bought my wife is a Ford F-150 and four-wheel drive. It's got a little bit bigger, it's got one size bigger tires on it, than, or two sizes bigger than it comes on it. And it looks pretty good. They're just a little bit taller than a normal tire. And they're mud tires. And she likes the look, but she doesn't like the road noise. End up, after I put tires on the Jeep, because it's going to need 4 new tires, go down and sometime this month or maybe next month go put all-terrain tires on the truck, because she'll never let me take it mudding anyways. There we go. Which is a shame, because I think that truck would do very well in the mud. I may have to catch her sleeping one morning and take it out and play with it. which would be very hard to do because I have one of those wives that 9 o'clock she's sleepy and goes to bed and then gets up at 4 or 5 o'clock every morning. Which drives me nuts because I'm a night owl. By the time I get up on my days off, she's already went through half her day. Oh, I forgot about that. Back it up. Yeah. Take you guys across individual. In the last attempt at ImpossImandra, I really screwed up the engine in that truck. In the International Scout by crossing here. Because it will take damage. Started. Hopefully I can keep the traction in this one. Start winching it and it starts taking damage. Yeah, it looks like it might be alright. I think what had happened was I went off to the left there as you're looking at it, instead of staying on the track because I thought it'd be less muddy. Took almost all of my engine away. Out of gas. And refuel. Oh, Scout's out of gas too. Change the truck. Brakes on. Nope. And refuel. So let's put a little bit in there. Ooh. Thought I carried more fuel than that. So Chevy is full. Scout's gonna need some fuel, but I have a way of doing that. Let's take a little bit and try from there. As long as the Scout has enough fuel to get back to or get most of the way back to the garage, I can meet it with the BM-17 and refuel it. There we are. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to stuck truck that's up here. I think I'm going to jump levels before I get there. Just in case, I'm going to leave the Chevy sitting there, so I don't have to drive back. I think I may only get one, maybe two missions in before I level up. And since you guys are small, we'll take the shorter route. As opposed to going around, going up through the mud. Gallons. I may end up putting all the fuel in one vehicle, just so I can get the Scout back to get the fuel tanks refilled. Truck is up there, I think. Yep. And I believe what I'll do is leave. I gotta leave some fuel in the Chevy, because the Chevy has to be able to move and be able to get back. Okay, yeah, 10 gallons out. So we're good. That'll get me back to the garage and get these fuel tanks filled back up. So it is harder to do this without SnowRunner gears, and so far it's not impossible. So, Lodestar. That's the one I've got to do. Oh, you know, it might be a good mission to bring out the GMC. Bring fuel over. So I really haven't used it. And I'm getting ready to go to a map that I can use the GMC. Not on every part of that map, but on some of it. So there's some decent roads. Not great roads, but decent roads. don't break yet. That's a start. Actually, 7 gallons. I can make it back myself. If I don't wreck it. Same place I screwed up with the Chevy. When all else fails, head for a snowbank. Ouch. But preferably not one that has a guardrail around it. That'll hurt you. And this time I remember to go in this way, which is much easier. Alright, filter back up. So let's see where I'm at. Come on. So I'm at 560 out of 1,000. The can't go to waste. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can get 2 in. I can get this one in and Stonefall. Yep, Stonefall. Stonefall will push me over the edge. Yeah, it's worth 200. But the big thing is it's worth $1,300 and I need the money. And what was the other one worth? Because I need to know that. Oh, good. Okay, 2250. So that will allow me to do what I need to the BM17, so it can actually pick up the steel beams and take them up there. Excellent. All right, so I've been at this a while. And I think I'm going to call it quits for today. And I will be back tomorrow night at 8 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll do some more speed run. And what I'm going to try to do is alternate the days. Speed run one day and ImpossImandra the next. If I don't crash it. So I thank y'all for watching. Appreciate it. And again, check out Nathan Province on YouTube. And also over here on Twitch. And there's some really good videos. And I will see y'all in the next video on this channel. So until then, have a good one.